Hi everyone, welcome back to Good or Good Enough. So I saw the movie Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and here is my little review. So what happened in this movie? The plot is 1 year after the supernatural nightmare at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Abby runs away to reconnect with her animatronic friends, uncovering dark secrets about the true origins of Freddy's and unleashing a horror hidden for decades. It's kind of strange because I didn't really understand why they're making this. I thought we kind of figured it out in the first one. A quick summary for this movie is that it is PG-13. It's an hour and 44 minutes. Supernatural horror mystery thriller. Directed by Emma Tammy. Written by Scott Cawthorn. Starring Josh Hutcherson, Piper Rubio as Abby, and then Matthew Lillard, who, I mean, if you saw the first one, you know who he plays. And then who it's revealed who he's, also playing. It has a 5.2 star average rating. This movie, I don't get why it's successful. It's making money, but it has a really bad rating. I don't understand that, and the fans don't like it. It says it's. I do feel like it's a little annoying at times. I think at some point Mike had no screen time. He was gone for part of the movie, I think. He had time to ask questions, but the writing changes that. I hate when they do that. He could have asked so many times about what's going on, and he doesn't do it. It's very weird. We wrapped up the plot in the first one. I'm very confused. Mike was barely in it in this one, kind of, sort of, at the beginning, I guess. And it focuses on the dating part. It really has no X factor, nothing to make to have that. No character arc, really. No one learns a lesson. I don't know. And okay twist. The twist is very strange in this one. It's just the first one was so convenient. It was way too convenient for the film. And this one was less of a bunch of stories all over and kind of more on one story. I don't know. It's very weird. The twist, I guess, is good. I don't know. It's weird. I don't get it. I'm not sure if you need to have played the video game to understand this. I didn't play the game, so I don't really know. I don't know if I'm missing anything, with that. And then I like this movie more than the first one because the first one was these 3 or 4 stories that were so convenient, and I don't know, it was very weird, but it was done very well, if that makes sense. And then, but this one, I still did like it, even though it was simpler. At times, I don't know, it felt a little bit more, I guess, maybe straightforward in a way. Less stories. I think it had 2 things going on. The dating thing with Mike and that girl kind of fades away, I think. I don't remember. And then, I definitely do not recommend this film. Okay, now it's time for spoilers for this movie. I guess at an hour and a half, I think, we see this, this thing happen. I don't know. It's kind of weird. The big twist. The guy from earlier is revealed to be the brother of Vanessa, and his name is Michael. He's going to continue the legacy and go to Faz Fest. So, I don't know. That's kind of interesting. Very strange. He goes there. He wants to carry the legacy, I guess. There's going to be a third one of these movies, by the way. It says, and then what else? Yeah, that Freddy, the bear guy turns, there's good ones, which I missed. I didn't know that. They end up killing all the bad people or whatever. The bad animatronics or something, I don't know. And then, I don't get the forced relationship with this girl and her obsession with it. It's so bizarre. I do not understand it at all. It's very weird. It is so bizarre. And I think, so it's like ghosts or something, right? But it's they're possessing the animatronics, and I think it's now to her, and then that's it. It ends. That's it. And then at 1:38, there's an after credit scene. We can go to full screen for this. Kind of interesting. The place is getting demolished. And then these kids come in. They try and take stuff. they find something. They find something and then they try to cover it. It's a yellow rabbit. We zoom in and eyes are lit up. Sequel is what I was saying, or the trilogy. You know, they're gonna make a third one. So I think this is the Matthew Lillard's character, isn't it? I'm not sure. So basically, I guess it's showing that like he's there, has survived, and his eyes light up, and yeah, they're gonna make a third one though. It's already like confirmed, I guess. But yeah, so but it's not a good movie. It's literally this is so bad. And then at 1 hour and 43 minutes, there's a voicemail. See, right here's a voicemail.
Leaving dead space. 3, 2, 1. This message is intended as a warning. Mike, I wish we'd had more time after our conversation about Charlotte, but I'm sending you this message now in case I can't deliver it in person. There are things you need to be aware of. I was William Afton's business partner for many years, and although the equipment I have left over from that time is outdated, I can still track some of the animatronics. Mike, the marionette... Mike, get out as fast as you can. She's coming for you.
So that part must have been at, like, I think there's a part in the movie where the dad, it must be after he gets something, he leaves after seeing the dad or something. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know why that fits in. And so that's basically I guess the big twist in the movie. I don't know. It just, and then there's like, the other stuff that happened, whatever. And I don't know. It just, ultimately, I don't know where it went. It was just like extra added on just for the movie part. Like it really, I don't know if it's just necessary to have all of that, And now some things I liked from this movie. Just a few things, I guess. 42 minutes has a really cool dream sequence. I really like that. It's shot very well, and it looks very real, like dreamlike. It's very cool effects. That's why I'm so confused that this movie has the ratings that it does. Yet the production is very, very good. It's like the set design, the look of the movie, everything looks cool. They put a lot of effort into it. Like she's running and then it changes. I mean, they put a lot of work into it. All the effects, really cool stuff, and it still just didn't do it. And he falls. It's really cool. Like the effects are awesome. Another favorite part is when the Abby is at the convention and the teacher, played by Wayne Knight, breaks the toy basically, and she leaves. And somebody says,
"You're such a dick, Mr. Berg."
Who said that?
It's so funny, pretty hilarious. Definitely caught me off guard. I didn't expect that. And this part was pretty cool too, when the marionette is attacking her, but it's really cool how they did it. I'm assuming it's a big puppet. They don't show it too much though. They show like a couple shots, but overall they I don't know. Because I think it's so cool how it looks. And I would love to see like how it's done and stuff. This is very cool though. Super awesome. Yeah, I like the and then like the arm comes in, like tries to grab her. Pretty awesome. Super cool effects. It looks very real too. I'm assuming they probably put like had a big puppet on a hand, green screen hand or something. Very cool. This part was pretty interesting. I did not expect it to go this way. The effects were really crazy. And she floats. It's so cool. I really feel like this is going to be a new character for Halloween this year. Maybe just that character of Abby. I mean, look how cool the whole thing looks. I'm sure people are going to come up with their versions and for Comic-Con and stuff. Look at that costume. I feel like it's gonna be the new one to be this year. And then other than that, I mean, those are just like effects things. I didn't really like the movie too much at all either. We can get into things that I did not like from this film. Besides the film itself, there was a lot of things. One of them I really thought was so stupid. At 17 minutes, it says Mike doesn't know how to put on a tie. Look at this. He comes in and asks her to do the tie for him. What in the world? Why would he not know how to not do a tie? I didn't like this part when they're on the date. It just seems so like, oh, now we're supposed to like delve into these characters and see who they are. Like, do we need to know that? I don't think it really matters. It's dumb dialogue in that scene. Very stupid. It's very weird. I don't know. It's just like, it's a lot of that kind of sort of at the beginning. This part's stupid too. I didn't like this. She's like, "Where are my friends?" Oh, like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. Who cares? I didn't like this part where this guy introduces himself as Mike, right? And then later he says, "Oh, I'm Mike," because they don't know who the guy is. They don't know it's Josh Hutcherson. So this guy says his name is Mike, like impersonating him, right? But then turns out later this guy's name is Mike also. I think that is the dumbest thing ever. Like, his name should have been Walter or something. This guy's name should have been Walter, and then he's like, "Oh, my name's Walter." "Oh, you weren't Mike." Cool. Like, "Oh, you weren't Mike. You are Mike, but not this Mike, but you are Mike." It's so stupid. This could have picked a different name. They just could have changed his name. But they made him Mike also. Like, who wrote this movie? I know who wrote it. Shame on them for writing this. This part was pretty stupid. I think he falls into the thing and his lantern is in the water, I believe. And then he tries to get out. Yeah, he tries to get he keeps dipping the light in the water, wondering why it's not working, right? Keeps hitting it. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's very bad. It's so terrible. Yeah, he just keeps dunking it in the water. I don't get it. And then it's out of the water, and then it conveniently works again. That's basically it. It's really bizarre. I don't understand it. It's really stupid. This part I didn't like either. It's so stupid because it's just another one of these things where the character's dumb so the plot can happen. And it's one of those things that he doesn't want to believe her, and she's bringing it up and he's like, "I don't want to hear it." It's like, but if you hear it, there's no movie. Like, the movie would be ended right here. It's very bizarre. It's so, I can't believe they approved this. And they're going to make a third one. The other thing I didn't like was this part was really stupid. It luckily doesn't last long, but he puts on a mask, or puts on one of them as a mask, and basically blends in, and it's the dumbest, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. The thing buys it once and then twice, and then like eventually he doesn't anymore. But still, for the fact that it worked at all is so dumb. It really is the stupidest thing. It's just it should have scanned and seen that the eye. It's just so obvious that it's not a robot. I don't know. It's nitpicking, but it's dumb, and they should have just found a better way to do it. So those are all my issues with the movie. Among many others. The looks of the film were very good. The production is amazing. The costumes, everything, the production, it's really good. Good looking movie. The sound is pretty good too, I guess. I mean, it's, pretty straightforward. And now for my final thoughts for this movie. I definitely didn't like the first one. This one was a little bit better, but I still didn't like it. Dumb characters, just an absolutely stupid dialogue, pointless. Because we figured out everything that happens in the first one. This just seems to be added on for money, just like a cash. I don't know. I don't want to say like a cash grab, but isn't that technically like this would be a cash grab in a way? Like the first one didn't need more story. There's no real way to make this different in any way. The front door is always open on the front of the restaurant, if anyone has noticed. What security is that? Mike's job was supposed to be security guard for that, yet everybody seems to be able to walk into the restaurant whenever they want. So many coincidences. Everything's too convenient. Yeah, and this is like the first one in a way. Everything's just the coincidences. It's just things are too convenient. The first one was really too convenient, and it was just unbelievable. This one is less so, more straightforward, I guess. I do end up catching this Michael guy, the guy who's also conveniently named Mike. They just couldn't find other names. Like, there's other names that people can use, you know. Very weird. And now I will just reiterate my summary for this film. It is PG-13. It's an hour and 44 minutes. Supernatural horror mystery thriller directed by Emma Tammy, written by Scott Cawthorn, starring Josh Hutcherson, Piper Rubio, Matthew Lillard. It has a 5.2 star rating. It's a little annoying at times. Mike had time to ask questions, but if he asked them, the movie wouldn't have happened. We wrapped up the plot in the first one, I'm pretty sure. Mike was barely in it at the beginning. There's no X factor for the movie, no character arc really. I don't think anybody learns a lesson. An okay twist that makes no sense. It's convenient, again, or like not thought out really. Could have been a better twist, I guess. Not sure if you need to be familiar with the game or not to understand this. I like this film more than the first one, but it's still bad. And I do not recommend this film. And that brings me to my final rating for this movie. If this is really the best that they can do, and this is the sequel, and they're going to make a third one, then this movie is good enough. And that wraps up this review of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be doing the fan reviews and trivia on my other channel, Mike on Mike. If you want to check that out. If you saw this film, comment down below about what you thought, and I'll see you in my next review.